think about the timing of the grand jury announcement? Do you think that there was like Eugene Robinson suggested, some sort of a hope that there would be riots?
I can't speak to whether or not it was the hope of the prosecutor for there to be a riot. I can simply say that it was an extraordinarily foolish decision to make this announcement late at night while children and young people are out of school and in the streets. Extraordinarily unwise.
Michael Bronw Sr. called for peaceful protests. He's been calling for that repeatedly. He said, yes, we're going to protest. Please protest. That's our right. But do it peacefully. Why didn't people listen?
Well, think about it this way. This grand jury announcement really represents salt poured into a brutal wound of injustice. This is an extraordinarily disappointing decision for many people. But in response to this decision, the NAACP is calling upon citizens of goodwill, citizens of conscience, to march for justice. We have proposed and are planning a march on this Saturday, or Saturday after Thanksgiving, from the hometown of Michael Bronw to the hometown of the governor in Jefferson City, over 100 miles, 7 days. So we are challenging, calling out to young practitioners of democracy and citizens all across the state and across the country to march for justice, for a reform, systemic, fundamental reform of policing in this country, and in Ferguson and in Missouri.
And demonstrations have furthered civil rights of this country in an incredible way. Riots obviously have not. And as I understand the distinction and clearly in what you are saying. I want to play this, though, a video captured by the New York Times. Michael Brown's mother, Leslie McSpadden, breaking down. She's responding to the announcement that the man who killed her son would not be indicted. After consoling his wife, Michael Brown's stepfather, Lewis Head, though, turns to the crowd, and I want to play for you what he said. Obviously, burn this expletive down, burn this expletive down. Look, he was in a lot of pain. He was in the moment. But do you think that served as a call to violence?
No, I don't think that was a call for violence or it caused violence. The fact of the matter is a single act of violence set this tragic set of consequences into motion, that being the shooting of Michael Bronw by Officer Darren Wilson. That's what, in fact, caused all of this. And one of the ways that we can respond to this tragedy is to focus anger and turn anger into action and reform the criminal justice system. We can do no less.
Right.
Think about it this way. Michael Brown's mother lost her son. Her use of obscenity should not be a reason for us to condemn her humanity in her grief.